Good morning. It's good to talk with you. I wish I could be there with you personally, but since I can't, you'll know why. When I was at Beulah, I was a brunette, and I'm no longer a brunette, and you know why. When we went to Beulah, many of the people that I've talked with about it described Beulah as a sleeping giant, but it wasn't long before I watched their resurrection, the resurgence of vitality that was so obvious there. Many of the folk who have played such a valuable role in Beulah's past are gone on to their reward. I think of names like Mamie Harvey and the Harkers and the Masons and the Proles and the Phillips and the Winstons and the Zimmermans and the Stables and the Walkers and Trents and Rileys and Reynolds and Russells and the Proles and the Coxes and so many people, the Fergusons and Hans and Kings and the Pillows. They made such a contribution, and I'm sure you're remembering them now, and many others whose names slip me at the moment. And then there are others who I think are still there and still making a contribution. Binghams and the Easts and the Dobbs and the Mayhews and the Farrells and just on and on and on. So many people who have been such a vital influence in the church there. When I think of Beulah, inevitably I think of music and missions. That seem to be the two focal points of the church, and more people were involved there than anywhere else. For instance, here's a card that I got from Mildred Dennis. To know I've kept this thing all these years knows something about how much I appreciate it. And she was an organist back in the olden days. And after she left, Edmund Jewell, or about the same time, Edmund Jewell came and put a new light, a new fire under the choir. It perked up substantially. And then it wasn't long before Jerry Naff was there, and exploding music ministry and a good response from everybody. I'll never forget Nelson Maurice, who oftentimes would sing solos, and he told the story every time he sang. People tell me I have a mellow voice, and I looked up in the dictionary, and mellow means rotten, or almost rotten, and he enjoyed that. Wednesday nights were a focus at Beulah, and people that made it so significant were Joe Wood and her work with the seniors, and Margaret Souter in the library, and Sandy Mathis with the organ, and the mission emphasis that was so wide everywhere. And the two men that made a tremendous help to me was Jim Sears and Hansford Temples. Others were tremendously helpful too, like the Zimmermans. I could go on all day talking about these experiences, but today, as you are thinking about the memories of the history of the church and those who made it such, remember these and others who had such a significant role. I'll be praying that life is significant and the church can make tremendous progress to all